we're going to go back to something we did way in the early stages of this podcast before.
This was like 1976.
Yeah. It's maybe one of the dumbest things we've ever done on this podcast. So I was absent for at least an episode. I think it might have even been more than one episode, around the Bob Newhart episode or something. And this was back in the early days when I wasn't really on the mic that much. And you used Adam as me, as a stand-in for me, and never mentioned it on the podcast. So he would just say, as me, you'd say, like, I'm here with Matt Gourley, and he'd go, hi.
Why couldn't we just admit that,
well,
Matt, it's
I'm
just
glad
such
you
a
didn't,
funny...
because it ended up being this thing that when I came back, we decided to play a game with the two of you where you turned around, closed your eyes, and Adam and I both took turns saying hi, trying to get you to figure out which one of us was me.
That is so stupid.
Do you remember this?
Yes, I do remember. I do remember this. I do remember this being, and this is really saying something for me. Height of idiocy.
It was,
and for me to say that.
Yeah, and there was also no question when it was Adam and when it was me. It wasn't even like
also the part that made it the dumbest is that we just kept taking turns.
Yeah.
And so
we didn't randomize
it. We didn't randomize it at all.
Because we didn't think about it beforehand. No. So what we're going to do today is we're going to try it again.
Okay.
And then we're also going to... I know. We're also going to add in Eduardo and Blay to the mix after that. We'll do a round with just me and Adam. Okay, so you guys are going to have to turn around. Or close your eyes. And Adam, you got to come over to my mic so we're in the same area.
Do we do this?
It's more that you have to close your eyes. Okay.
I have my eyes closed and my head down like I'm very sad.
I know.
Okay, and we will randomize this time. Okay?
Oh wait, I'm off. This means I'm off mic. Hold on.
I
forgot about the microphone. Here we go.
All right.
Hi.
Hi. That's good. That's
Adam.
That's Adam.
Hi.
That's Matt.
Hi.
That's Matt.
That's Matt.
Hi.
Oh.
That's interesting.
Can we hear that one again?
Hi.
That's Matt.
That's Matt.
Hi.
That's Adam.
That's Adam.
Hi.
Matt.
Hi.
Matt.
Hi.
That's Adam.
Your voices are so different.
You guys, I have news for you.
But
also,
you can open your eyes.
Different voices.
Yes.
I'm proud to tell you, you scored 100%.
Yes.
What?
It's not that.
Oh my God.
You know what? Your personalities come through. Even in. I mean, it's barely...
Was this hard the first time?
No, you got 100 the first time, too.
We didn't know you as well then.
Yeah, I know.
That was in the early days.
Okay, now we're going to do it with all four of us.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be tough.
I don't know, Eduardo...
Eduardo says hola.
Our range is kind of...
Eduardo's going to say hola.
Oh, my God.
And Blay is going to go, hey! And everyone's going to have to adjust the board.
Matt tried so hard to make his voice sound so different. It's always the same.
I love this game, and I don't know why, and I love it so much. Yeah.
It's fun.
Okay,
and I do have to say, you have to really concentrate, but people can't hide their essence.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know?
It's true.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so you two come over here,
we're
and
so
Adam as well.
stupid. The way we're crouching and closing.
Quiet. You got to take this seriously.
We're so stupid.
And then we'll make sure we're all on the
I
camera,
can't believe this is my job.
Okay.
This photo is going to be incredible.
All right, here we go.
Oh, my God.
And Sona, you have to wait a second. So okay.
You're just upset because I guessed it before.
No, it's not
okay.
that. It's
just lean in.
Because sometimes, go ahead and let's be 3, 2.
Hi.
Well, that sounds like Eduardo to me.
Samesies.
Hi.
Oh.
That still sounds like Eduardo to me.
No, that sounds like, I think that's Adam.
Hi.
Hold on. Now they're coming too quickly. Say again.
Hi.
That's
Blay?
I'm going to say that's Matt.
Hi.
That's Matt.
That's Matt.
Hi.
That's Eduardo.
Yeah, it's Eduardo because I think it has a tilde on it.
Jesus Christ.
I felt a tilde fall to the floor and make a clanging sound.
Hi.
That's Eduardo.
I think that's Adam.
I think it's, let's see. I think it's Adam after he's traveled. He spent some time traveling and he's been watching a lot of football. Hi. Oh my God.
That's Matt being a dick.
That's Matt just doing one of his bits.
Hi.
That's got to be Blay.
Blay.
Hi.
Oh, just going so soft that we can barely hear you is a technique. Try it again.
Hi.
I think that's Blay.
I don't think Blay's capable of being that quiet.
But it was I was going to say, it's such belabored whispering that
when Blay goes through
it's Blay.
When Blay goes through the TSA, the wand goes off and they confiscate 35 exclamation points.
Who was it? Who was that? Conan, that last one.
Let me hear it again.
Hi.
I'm gonna say it's Blay.
Okay, we're gonna do one last round.
Well, hold on. You have to tell us how we did.
We will. Close your eyes. We're gonna do one last one where we're gonna do 4 in a row.
Stupid.
It's gonna be each one of us does one, and you have to say in order which one of it is. Okay. Hi.
That's Matt.
No, don't say it. Just remember.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
No, I'm not gonna remember. I'm in my 80s.
Here we go. We're gonna start over. Hi.
Okay.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
Okay, I think it's Adam first, then Matt. What do you think, Sona?
Adam, Matt, Blay, Eduardo.
Yeah. Okay, we're opening our eyes.
Yes. Wow. Okay. This was a lot more difficult for you guys.
Yes, of course.
God.
You only got 4 correct. The both of you.
And what were the mistakes that we made? Besides hiring
I'm
you
not
guys?
sure, but that last
I'm so glad I wasn't around for the first version.
the last one with the 4 of us, you both got right.
Yes.
All 4 in a row.
I didn't even have my headphones in the whole time. Did I?
You did.
Oh, just kidding.
Why would you lie like that?
I thought you did.
You're a sociopath.
You know what's so great about this game?
Who lies about this game? How competitive are you? I don't think I have my headphones on.
We have video.
We do?
Well, what are you talking about? You're the one going like, no, you can't just do it quiet. You had all these complaints.
Hold on a second.
You always have to complain about the game when you're kind of like teetering on success.
Listen to me.
Yes.
Please. It's about time someone listened to me on this podcast. When do I get a chance to speak?
Oh, boy.
Said the idiot. I do think it's a little unfair when it gets down to, you're just like, okay, now it's just a little bit of air. That's all. It's me. Maybe I'm being a little fussy.
Fair enough. The great thing about this game is it's not only fun and smart, but listeners can play at home as well.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
And you know what? If people play this and enjoy it, we will figure out a way to make this into a game that you have to purchase.
Yeah.
Home edition.
A voice box, and you press it,
I think
and
it's going to...
someone says hi, and you guess.
Remember on Family Feud where they'd have the
You're talking about a machine? I was thinking it'd be like an app or something, but you're talking about an actual machine.
I thought you meant like a board game,
yeah,
like
I thought
Twister.
so too. Like
Okay.
Family Feud when they say you get to take the board game home.
Yes.
With
You know what? We could call it Make Hay While the Sun Shines. And there's a little box and you hit it and it gives you a hay. And if you guess which of all of us it is, you get to advance your piece.
Yes.
But wait, we're changing it to hay?
Haymaker.
No, it's hi.
It's
We're
hi.
saying hi.
Make
They've
hi
been saying
while the sun
hi.
shines.
Yeah.
It comes across as high. Does it come? I mean, doesn't it sound like hay to you? Hey.
No, we just heard it like 40 times. It's
This is
hi.
insane. It's always been high.
No one ever said hey.
This game has made everyone so
But that
dumb.
is why we should call it Make High While the Sun Shines.
Yes.
Make High While the Sun Shines.
It sounded like hay to me. I know that I have a problem.
You do.
We just
I drink
heard
before
it.
the podcast and afterwards.
Could be a fun drinking game. If you get it wrong, shotty shot.
Yeah, but we need to figure out a way to make this something that we can profit from. I don't want the profits going to some charity. I'm sorry, but
we need to, you said.
No, I don't want to.
No, I said we need to make this a game somehow.
We need
that
to
we
make it a
profit
game,
from.
and then we need to profit from it.
Okay.
And I don't want to hear about these sick kids. I'm sick of that
And
shit.
wait, hold on. What is this we? Because
Yeah, is
Adam
that all
and I,
of us?
came up and designed this game, and we spent a lot of time on it. We met outside of the podcast.
So you work at Apple, and you just went to Steve Jobs and said, "Well, I thought of it while working for you.
Yeah.
So I don't think you should."
I'm an independent contractor. I'm not on any kind of like.
Oh, you think that's going to work on Steve Jobs? He's going to just. He's going to start. His head's going to start quivering a little bit in his black turtleneck, and then your brain is going to explode.
I'm taking this straight to Smartless.
No, you know what? If it's just the two of you saying hi with no one guessing, it's just two dicks and a microphone. And so we add a layer.
You got another title.
That's the name. That's the name.
Add a layer.
Two dicks and a mic.
Two dicks and a mic. But
you know what?
so many dicks.
Sell.
And I think all of us need to do it.
That would sell.
Two dicks and a mic would sell. And, or, let's just call it Four Dicks and a Mic is a good title. That's better than my, God, I thought they said hey and they said hi, whatever. Okay, that was wrong. But I think it's called Four Dicks.
You're oversimplifying. You thought they said hey after you heard them say hi so many times.
Do you know that I was in a lot of accidents when I was a kid? A lot of head injuries, and that I was beaten constantly by my brother Neil. And still, when I go home to Brookline, Mass, I'm still beaten by my brother Neil.
Okay, then we could call it hey and just say hi.
No. We've got the title. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it's 4.
What do you mean?
Because you have two people at home guessing. I mean, if it's a home version, it's 6 of us, right?
All of us saying hi.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's
you
6.
guys have your voices are too distinct.
I can change mine. Listen to this.
Just say hi. Why aren't you saying hi?
Because I'm too outside the box for that. You always want Picasso to paint inside the lines.
Can you do hi like Gourl's?
Hi. That's Gourl's and Michael. That's Gourl's and Michael Jackson.
Oh my God.
So do you try?
And in the background you hear bubbles.
I'm gonna do it. Hi.
Okay, you're just getting quiet when you get. Anyway,
hi.
Hey, if you're interested.
Oh, that was a good one.
Excuse me.
Hi.
If you're interested in 6 dicks and a mic being a game, and listen, this isn't some free thing. This has got to be something.
People are going to think that's porn. 6 dicks and a mic?
That's why they're going to buy it. And then they're going to get it, and they're going to think, wow, 6 dicks and a mic.
What is the mic? Why is there not
It's
a
a guy
camera?
named Mike.
It's 6 dicks and a mic. And you know what? If people buy it thinking it's porn, and then they find out that it's this, they get in the mail this cardboard board game with pegs with our faces on it, and a little box you hit that randomly goes, hi, hey, hi.
Now we have to make this. We have to make this. That's what's in the box, but on the cover is just a dude named Mike and Speedos.
Shirtless, all oiled up.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the cover. It's 6 dicks and a mic. The cover is very male porn.
Yeah.
And then you open it up, and it's this game that and Adam, I want to make sure the worst people make this, that it's very cheaply made.
Yeah.
And can you still get, I want it to be made of something that's kind of toxic.
Is there a Parker brother who's been outcast from the other Parker brothers?
Yeah, Parker Posey. Yeah. It's Parker Posey.
Okay.
Anyway, we're going to be looking for this soon. It's going to be available. 6 dicks and a mic coming soon to an alley near you.